Hello fellow chartists, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am D Chartist, and what you're looking at right now is the put to call ratio of the SPY. Got 35% going in the calls and 65% going in the puts. So for the people that likes to use the put to call ratio as a contrarian indicator, here you go. All right, the flow sentiment is pretty bearish right now. We can get this is the overall of the option flow. We can get more specific, like with this you can set the contract price, the premium of the contract up to 500,000 to see where the big money's going. Right there, still pretty bearish. This is where most of the big money is going to. 89% is going into puts. You can be more specific with it and add more filters. This is out the money, and let's add some weeklies. Right, weeklies just within the month, weekly contracts. So you got mostly puts when you add all of those filters in. 2.8 million premium here, 500,000 premium, 700,000, 605 premium. They're all sweep. Sweep is the most aggressive order type. It's all puts. This is 455, 442, 455, 455, and they all entered around the 456 to 457 zone. This one entered around 457.99, so close to 458. So yeah, that's pretty much the flow sentiment, and you know you can add your filters and stuff like that. I really like it. But price action is number one indicator. As you can see, I mentioned in my last video, I said if we come and test this yellow line right here, this yellow line is from the October low, connects to the December low, and it connected right here to January 10th low. Very critical level, and I said if we test it, I don't think we're gonna hold it. Okay, mind you, we was talking about SPY when it was up here around the 464 to 465 zone. Instead, SPY gapped down all the way right to that line, and I mentioned in my Discord, very proud, at 8:36 a.m. I always put the analysis out before the market opens. Okay, I mentioned that the trend line is now at 459.8. That's the support, and it's going for the touch for the fifth time. I said the weak support line is a weak support line now. Okay, and unless the bulls show strength, which was to stay above that level and get back above 462, okay, which would have put 464 in play, I would have, hey, that would have been a good sign for bulls. But instead, we broke that 459.8 level and just sold all the way down. Line likely fails with 457 and 454 next. Those were my downside price targets. So you got to play it level to level. From, in this case, today was from resistance to support. So the resistance obviously was the yellow trend line that connected October and December low. We lost it. Okay, that automatically became resistance. Okay, remember, no matter where SPY opens, the first thing you got to check, where's the support level and where's the resistance level relative to where the SPY is currently. Okay, so it opened at 459.7. That means that 459.9 of the yellow line was resistant. 0.8, and you could but it would have been a good idea to short from there. The reason why I say short is because underneath that line is bearish. So when you're bearish, you look for shorting opportunities. When you're bullish, you look for buying opportunities or long opportunities. And the only way I would be bullish again on SPY is if it can recapture this yellow line. I did mention the AOL yesterday, area of liquidity. So if you look at this yellow line that connected the October low to December low to January's low, that means under there, because it touched, start from here, 1, 2, 3, and it almost touched the fourth time last week. So that means under there, based on the market structure, there's a lot of stop losses that was clustered below. So today, if there was any stop losses, they most likely have gotten taken out. All right. So for me to be bullish again, critical resistance is now 460. That's this yellow line right here. If SPY recaptures this yellow line, very critical. It's been a multi-month support line. If it recaptures it and get back and closes above 460, that's bullish. I would be bullish again, and then we can look for more upside target, 464, then 466, and so on. But as of right now, that is going to be a critical resistant level. That's the ceiling. Okay? That means as long as we are under this level, as long as we are under 460, I am bearish. All right? We hit my 457 price target today, and it got as low as 455.3. So my next zone target under that was 454 to 455. Didn't quite hit it. Okay, but got pretty close. Either way, I was bearish as long as we are under this yellow line. Okay. Now we see this blue line right here. It starts from December. Got a touch in December 20th. I was looking to see if SPY would test that level today and we could possibly get a relief bounce. That's where I got the 454 to 455 zone from. Okay? So we didn't quite hit that level. We got a small, pretty weak relief rally. So we're going to see if this level will hold tomorrow and see if we get a relief rally bounce from this zone. Maybe even a back test of 460 of this yellow line. Okay? Now keep in mind, this is what you got to remember. I'm not bullish until we get a close back above. A good recapture. This is a daily chart, so where the candle closes is most important. Okay? Other than that, if you take any bullish calls, for me personally, my opinion, that will be a counter trend move. You got to take it. You got to be able to take profit quick from level to level. Okay? The next level that I would probably look to maybe look for a long is around 451 to 451.5. The reason is that is the previous low back in December 20th. All right, it's not based on Fibonacci or anything like that, but I'm basing it on the previous low that where we previously saw some strong demands. Okay, around 451 to 451.5 zone. All right. If we cannot hold that level, of course, we're going to see more downside. 447 is going to get real ugly to 443, 440, and so on. Okay? So my next level that I will probably look to long is 451 to 451.5. Still got to manage your risk. And I'm only going to trade that from level to level. So from support or previous low in this case to the next resistant level, which is 453.7. You know, that's based on the fib level. All right? But keep in mind, other than that, if we don't bounce off the 451 zone, other than that, I'm bearish. I will be looking to short from resistance. Okay? As of right now, based on where SPY is at right now, 456.7 is resistant. 459.3 is resistant. And the big one, based on this yellow line, is 460. SPY above 460, I am bullish. Sharp rejections or trading below that level, I am bearish to the next support level. For tomorrow, critical support level will be based on this blue line. It will move up to 455. Below 455, I don't think this 453.7 level will hold. I think we'll run right through it, and maybe we'll go test 451, the previous low from December. Okay? Does that make sense? Here's the VIX. I mentioned the triangle pattern that developed. As you can see, we got a breakout. As far as the Fibonacci level, 21.89. Broke above that and closed above it. So, if you're bullish on VIX, you want to see some follow through. You want to see basing above 21.89. You want to see some demand come in. Maybe it'll retest that level, and you want to see it bounce. Below it, if it dropped below 21.89, that's a red flag. And if it closes or get back below within this triangle pattern, that's going to end up being a false breakout. Okay? So if it's a false breakout, that's bearish, and it'll be good news, a good thing for SPY bulls if VIX gets a false breakout. But as of right now, VIX looks bullish. 21.89 and 21.3 are critical support levels. The next price target for VIX is 24.78. So, all right, that's a big one, and it'll most likely bring the SPY down if VIX go and hit that level. All right, moving on to triple Q. I am also bearish on the triple Q. Now, I didn't mention this in a previous video, but I'll mention it now. I did mention it in Discord. But you see this blue line, this blue rising trend line, started back in November 2020. This is a multi-year support level. Okay, you see many times it's been respected. All right. However, you're looking at today, you notice how it gapped below it. Okay, that was a critical support level. It gapped below it, making that critical support level turn into a resistance. And the price action even treated it as a resistance. As you can see, it went up, tested it, and sharp rejection. All the way down to the 370 support level, 370.4. All right? Came down, tested. We saw a little bit of buying pressure, but it wasn't much. All right? Triple Q, technically speaking, is looking bearish, and it won't be bullish again unless it can get back above 376.5. Okay, below 376.5 I am bearish. All right, if 370.4 does not hold, next support level is down to 368, and below that is 366.3. Okay, so remember, if you're bearish, from resistance to support. If you're bullish, from support to resistance. Okay, I will be bullish again on triple Q if we can get back above 376.5 and reclaim this blue trend line. Okay, because if we recapture this blue trend line, it just went down, took out some stop losses, and now it's looking to move back up. Okay, also could be a double bottom right here. You see this previous low, double bottom. If not, because price action is looking bearish right now, it broke down, broke down that support level, treated it as a resistance, and went down lower. That's bearish price action. Textbook bearish price action. Okay, so 370.4 support. If that fails, 368 and then 366.3. Dow Jones, boy oh boy. So remember I said, if the Dow Jones broke back below this triangle, which it did right here, become bearish. All right. As you can see, it gapped all the way down. Who would have saw it coming? It gapped all the way down. Where you see this blue line right here, this blue rising trend line, started from the December low, December 20th. So we want to see if we get a third touch. But instead, Dow Jones had other plans. It gapped below it, well, opened right at that level, and just continued pushing down. So right now, Dow Jones is looking very bearish. Okay, to look bullish again, it will have to get back inside this triangle pattern, give us that false breakout, and then head up higher. So critical resistance level for tomorrow would be 355.7. Dow Jones above 355.7. And if it can close above it, that's a recapture. Keep in mind, RSI 7 is very, very oversold. It hasn't been this oversold since December 1st. And look what happened back in December 1st. Okay? But I'm not going to base that decision solely on the RSI. Okay? Price action is number one. So above 355.7 is bullish. As long as below, next support is 353.42. It bounced off that support, washed below it a bit, and recaptured it. But if we lose that again, 351.5 is next. We're going to see more lows. Okay, Dow Jones look like it has a date with the 200-day moving average. That's this purple line right here. It's all the way down to 349.5. It can move up a little bit. We do have support at 349.99. You can say 350. Okay, but if we lose 353.42, 351, then 350 is next support level. All right, if that holds, we could get a back test. Remember, we lose critical support level. Sometimes the next day we get a back test. All right, that's 355.7 to look bullish again. But if it doesn't happen, I'm bearish from resistance to support. IWM. Wow, extremely bearish. Okay. This was actually alerted in the Discord earlier. Where did I put it at? So yeah, I saw on the options flow we had some big money coming in for, I don't know if you guys could see this, but this was like 2.2 million, 3.2 million, 3.5 million. Big money coming in for out the money puts. Okay, all three had 201 strike prices. They entered around 210.13 up to 210.32. Right, that was where they entered. Okay, and I alerted everybody on Discord around 11:24 a.m. That was strictly based on the option flow, and of course, we combined the option flow with our technical analysis, right? Which I posted an image right here and explain it. So if I look here, remember I told you guys 209 was a critical support level. The reason was not once but twice here and here. Anytime IWM got to that level, we saw strong demands. Okay, history did not repeat itself. When we see that, that tells us, hey, there's no demand at this level. That's pretty bearish. All right, so I mentioned that if we lose that 209, we're going to see more downside, okay? So first price target is going to be around 204. That's a previous low all the way back in January of last year. So about almost a year ago. All right, so we'll see 204, but that is a weak support. The next strong support is at 200.93. Based off this Fibonacci level, okay? Now, if we recapture 209, that's some bullish stuff, okay? And that will put 213 back in play. We'll play it level by level like I always say. But as of right now, IWM is bearish. 209 will serve as a critical resistant level for tomorrow. So if we get a strong rejection from 209, take that as a sign, guys, as a clue. Hey, we're going to see some more downside. Okay, it is worth mentioning that RSI is very oversold. It's not the most oversold, but it's pretty oversold right now. All right, so watch if 209, what reaction we get. Will it get recaptured or will it get rejected? Okay, rejection, bearish, recapture, bullish. Keep it that simple. Tesla. All right, so I mentioned many times 1065.5 was a resistant level. All right, it went and tested that level today and got a strong selling pressure. Managed to still hold above 1023, okay? So that's based off the Fibonacci level. Now, it did develop another higher low type pattern right here based on this blue line right here. Started from December 21st. We got a low on January 10th and another bounce off of it today, okay? That's going to be... we're going to use that as a support level. So support for tomorrow is 1018 based on that blue level. And of course, Fib level is still 1023. So if we lose 1023, we can play it down to 1018 based on the blue level, the blue trend line. Excuse me, not 1018, 1019. All right. But if we lose 1019, that's a loss of this blue trend line, a loss of this support. That's a breakdown, and it could go all the way down, back down to 970. Below 970 is very bearish, and we could sell all the way down to 888, a previous low right here. All right, guys, so I hope you guys found some value in today's video. That's all I got for today. I hope you guys make a shit ton of money. I hope you guys are at least getting better at price action technical analysis. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.